Sorry about that, everyone. The stream just crashed on us. Well, OBS crashed on us anyway. Seriously thinking about moving to XSplit next season. We will be live in around half an hour. Bear with. Enjoy these adverts from our sponsors.
Oh no, Jimmy! Heckna's after us! What are we gonna do? Sword beats face! Ha! Looks like you really lost your edge, huh? Huh? God, I'm funny. So, I guess weapons don't work! Hey, why aren't you laughing? Oh, I know! Let me hit you with the punchline! Wait! My animated spell cards! They can save us! Well, jeepers, Jane. Blast him! Avada Kedavra! Right in the funny bone. Bleh. I really don't like that guy. We did it! Yeah! Defeat your greatest foes with the most powerful spells. Animated spells are back, with level 6 to 9. Each spell card features 8 frames of looping animation that makes the spell come to life, and contains all the spell details on the back. And for the first time, you can divine with a fully animated tarot card deck. Will you read Fortune or Folly? Jane! Heckna's reforming! Not on my watch! Meteor swarm! Go to animatedspells.com and back the Kickstarter today.
Thank you for the raid. We'll be right with you. Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Downside Up. It's the penultimate episode already. Can you believe it? Before we go around and say hello to all these amazing people around the table today, please take a moment to check out the following links, starting with our social links, Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. There's no such thing as physical distancing. I know some of you aren't even enforced to do that anymore, but if you are still physical distancing, like me, then you can head over to Discord, you can head over to Twitter, you can head over to YouTube to keep yourself entertained and keep yourself social. Those are the tools. Discord, truly the place where I believe the academy feels most tight-knit. Twitter, we put out content every day. We put out a lot of content every day. Come and check that out too. And YouTube, there's something like 6,000 to 7,000 hours of content over there for you to fill your time with. Also, check out our latest tweet, which I haven't updated because I took a bio instead. I'll update that in a second. And check out our sponsors. This stream is sponsored by Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press, your one-stop shop for all of your 5e expansions. If you want to play in space, you can play in space. Want to play Cowboys, you can play Cowboys. Want to play Pirates, you can play Pirates. Today, we'll be playing the Fey Folio in the Feywild. So, look forward to that. Also, check out the Deck of Many. The Deck of Many have less than 24 hours on their Kickstarter. They broke $1 million yesterday. And you have until 10 a.m. ET tomorrow to get your hands on their latest releases of animated moving cards, including levels 6 to 9 animated spell reference cards, and some tarot cards as well. And I think some more cool things. There was something really cool released at 1 million. I think like illusion animations as well. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Deck of illusions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be
pretty.
I can already hear it. In about 2 months' time, there's going to be a bunch of people saying, I wish I'd got on that Kickstarter. This stuff looks really cool. So don't be one of those people. Go and sign up now. Also, check out Hero Forge. Hero Forge, for all of your miniature needs. You might have just seen us playing with it just earlier. They just released angel wings and gigantic bat wings on the site. We've had a ton of fun playing with that. There's going to be posts in the Discord and on Twitter tomorrow about the characters we just made because they look so epic and I'm really hyped about them. But go and check them out. Also check out Dungeon Fog for all of your map making needs. Look forward to the charity stream on the 19th when I understand Ray is going to be displaying a whole bunch of Dungeon Fog maps as she's done a whole bunch of prep for the charity stream, and that's going to be amazing. So bunch of assets over there. You can get 10% discount to access their premium assets using our code Scratticus. And our latest sponsor for the month of Pride, Heartbeat Dice, the one of the original Pride dice makers. You can find them on their website. We have a 10% discount code in Scratticus. And also check out their Kickstarter, because their Kickstarter, they have like sharp edge dice with a nice little like illuminated box and a whole bunch of metal dice in Pride colors as well. So go and check them out. That's all the sponsors and everything done. Mackenzie, how you doing?
Good. I'm better. I'm good. It's real warm today, so this is gonna be a fun stream. Anyways, hi. I'm Mackenzie Lane Day on Twitter. You can call me Mac. I'm an independent TTRPG content creator, so you'll probably see me over on Gilding Light every Friday as a cast member in Zyra, which is a Cypher System high fantasy campaign DM'd by the wonderful Alice Weaver, as lead writer for the Islands of Sina Una, an upcoming 5e setting based on pre-colonial Filipino mythology, and just like literally 30 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago announced the co-author of the newest release on D&D Beyond, which is an exclusive and free supplement that takes you into the world of Bilgewater from League of Legends, which was, which is really fun to build and also just like a lot. And it's out and I can talk about it now. It is real cool. Anyways, I will be your Archfey / Dungeon Master for the next 3 hours, and let's go around and see who my wonderful mortal victims will be. I'm just kidding. No, I wouldn't do that. Let's start with the wonderful HGT Paladin. Oh, hi.
Hi. Wonderful feels like a very strong word for me, but I'll take it. Hi, I'm HGT Paladin. I am the co-director for the Islands of Sina Una, being published by Hip Point Press. And today I am playing Floos, a very pink, very agitated bird. He plays the trumpet.
Very pink, very agitated bird sounds about right. Okay, next let's hop down to Hallie the DM. Oh, hi.
Hi, I'm Hallie. I'm the DM for the Terrible Party, and I am playing Cardamom the Satyr Bard.
Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, next let's go around to Corey Velasco. Oh, hi.
Hello, I'm Corey Velasco. I'm a music teacher, so I don't do this for a living, but it's still a great thing I do with friends. I am playing Timbit, a ranger who is naive and overly joyous and optimistic.
God, that's a mood. Last but certainly not least, Scratticus, we know who you are, but who are you playing?
I will be playing Friday. Friday, a barbarian in a magic school that she doesn't realize is happening. Or maybe she does at this point. Kind of a furious magic school. The School of Magical Fury. Yeah. Also, the tweet's
That
ready
is
now.
n-
We've already got 8 retweets. And also, the content warning should be working now as well. I've switched back to the old bot again.
The Academy Monitor lives.
The Academy Monitor lives. Streamlabs has me like switching back and forth between their built-in bot and their cloud bot, like as one stops working and the other one starts working. So it's the Academy Monitor today. Maybe it'll be Streamlabs tomorrow. Who knows? Yeah, no, that's not the name of the class. Mackenzie wrote this class for me, so Mackenzie knows more
Yeah.
about it than I do.
Sure,
Which is handy.
I totally do. I definitely know this class. Certainly. You underestimate my ability. You overestimate my ability as a designer. Anyways, is there anything anyone else would want to say or mention before we jump back into the wonderful, whimsical world of the Feywild? We good? Also, if the tweet hits 10 retweets, we get another shot at Egg. Or other random chaos. Essentially, I get to we get to put some random rolls in, and I get to all my plans are ruined. So that's fun. Anyways,
Paladin,
we
it's
should
like you want to
definitely
say
do
something.
that. Hey, maybe third time's the charm with Egg. You never know.
Quick. Someone clip this.
No, it's fine. Alrighty. Then let's jump back into the Feywild. So last we left off, so it's been a couple weeks, so give me a moment. Friday had been pulled into the Feywild from her home of Ravnica by a mysterious force identified later to be the Fey Sovereign, the Dusk Queen of the Feywild, who had some unclear plans in store for Friday, a bit of a game. Along the way, she met the Pink Aarakocra bard Floos, who lovingly plays his trumpets and bagpipes and various other musical instruments that birds should not play. As they journey throughout the Feywild to rebuild time itself, because in this version of the Feywild, time and space are one and the same. You fix one, and you're able to find your way with the other. Their latest escapades led them to underground caverns, where they had found a couple of cave paintings depicting Floos, depicting a couple of their long-term party members, including the small elven child named Dodie, who has a deeper connection to this than they thought. They met a giant, towering sylvan colossus that through befriending it, and through a bit of essentially telephone translation, they were able to unlock the base of an old ruined palace, rife with living memories. As they did, they saw scenes from the past depicting two sisters who were once destined to rule the Feywild together, but something happened. And in those ruins is where we pick up again with Friday, Floos, and a slightly amnesiac mechanical sparrow 12 sitting with you. The ruins, the windows around you sort of stretch up with these like very dusty stained glasses, and you can see this the ruins of what was once maybe a throne sort of crumbled in the corner. You can see a couple of these hallways which once had these beautiful gilded tiles and murals sort of painted along the walls and along these pillars, just covered in dust and ruin. and vicious, almost like scars, as if they had been scratched out.
And sorry, the last it's been 2 weeks, right?
It's been 2 weeks, yes.
The last thing we saw was the developments between the two sisters, right?
Yes, and I believe the last thing we ended last session with was seeing a very sort of shimmery image of Dodie, sort of in her younger form, crouched by the throne, asking you, "Find my sister, go back to the beginning. I made a really big mistake." And disappearing.
Hey, Friday. I have a curious question.
I'm all ears.
I don't know how to get out of here.
No, me neither.
All right. Thank you for overlooking the fact that did not have a question mark. I don't know where to go.
No, I'm reading between the lines, and I can see the question. I'm afraid I also have no idea.
Okay. I just want to establish that I was uncomfortable. Now I'm downright perturbed and uncomfortable. Yeah, this will be fun.
That you saw all that, right? That wasn't just me. You saw all of the.
No, I saw all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm currently doing what people refer to as compartmentalizing, and pushing that for when I'm not below the surface of the crust of the plane.
I mean, could we just climb? I mean, you can fly. Can you not just fly?
Yeah, I suppose I can, but you be okay?
I mean, magic stuff has been happening to me. Maybe if I punch a tree enough, I'll figure out how to fly.
I want to find fault in that. But hey, if you can, you can. Hopefully it's the kind of flight where your armor adapts to your wings instead of being cramped up inside. That's what happened to someone once. Their wings broke inside the suit of armor.
Oh.
Yeah, it took a lot of healing. Why don't you start climbing, and if you start to fall, I'll help you out. How about that?
Sure. Yeah. I'll start to climb. Yeah.
So you are a little bit from the sort of pit you had fallen into. You are a bit away from that. You are in sort of this central room. You can see upward. This is a very, very tall room. You can see pillars and crumbled ruins stretching all the way up, and you can see a bit of light maybe at the top of this like very, very domed ceiling. Plus, you can fly. Friday, make me some kind of roll. What kind of skill do you want to use for this?
Just for finding a way to climb?
Well, are you climbing, or are you punching a tree until something magical happens?
I'm just looking at that right now.
Are you looking at how many times you can punch a tree to see what magical stuff happens?
No, I know that. I know that. So, my only mild disappointment with the class is that I built a barbarian, and the magic thing is not a barbarian skill. So I can only do my things once. I can only do all of them once.
Thank you for giving me this.
So I know I can only do them once. I know that. But I'm just trying to figure out which table I need to look at for the lose control thing.
God, man, I don't know. Floos, as you're flying, you're just looking for a way out, yeah?
Correct.
Roll me a perception check or investigation if you'd like.
There's the following table.
They're both equally terrible, so.
I like giving you options.
To fail, I know. I'll go with perception.
Hey,
19.
not bad. Okay. So you start flying as Friday contemplates her existence. You sort of swirl upwards, you can see the tattered remains of like banner sort of hanging down, cracks in the wall where this looks like it has been dilapidated, and almost as if bits of that crystallized magic you had seen in the caverns above you sort of curling around or almost like leaking through. You can fly upward, and you feel it's almost as if you get a little bit lightheaded because of something. You can feel that hum of innate magic just sort of almost like ringing throughout your body, like vibrating every vibrating within like the hollow bones of your Aarakocra body. You can fly upward. You can see where this ceiling sort of tapers out into like a stained glass dome, and you can see there are a couple of cracks in it that you could probably hit and break through into something. The stained glass itself sort of depicts that same symbol you're very familiar with, that sun and the moon, one not higher than the other, and you can see it's almost as if it's divided like the sections of a clock.
All right. Okay.
Friday, what are you doing?
I think Friday will, sort of start walking towards the edge, assuming that Floos is flying. Floos isn't walking with me, right? Floos is... Yeah.
Floos is flying. Floos is...
So yeah. So I'm gonna wait until I'm a safe distance, until I think I'm pretty much on my own, and then I'm gonna just like try and do a, like a, when you don't think anyone can see you, and you're like, well, maybe this will work. So I'm gonna try and like rage to like flame on. So like I'm gonna just start thinking about how stuck I am, and really start working myself up about it until like my hair starts to smoke again, and rise into flame, and the blackness starts oozing from my eyes, the oil slicks, and the all of that business, and then I'll just try casting lose control on myself.
Technically I think you can do that. Sorry, I'm getting the wild magic. Getting that going, putting those options in chat. Unfortunately, we did not roll egg, but we are one off.
Oh,
Good.
We got one more episode. We'll see.
Might
Yeah.
get
Okay.
20
Roll
retweets.
Roll me 1d20 then, as I pull up that table.
Yeah. 14.
As I pull up that table, Floos, as I go and hastily look up various roll tables, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna keep an eye out on the area, just
Okay.
taking things in.
Are you looking for anything in particular, or what exactly are you keeping an eye out? Or are you just sort of
Movement, I guess.
movement?
Yeah.
Okay. With your previous roll, I'll say you can see some shadows sort of moving above this glass dome,
Mm-hmm.
sort of shifting. And we're actually going to go flip to the other side of the glass dome and look at what is causing those shadows. Cardamom, Timbit, you have been plunging through this odd sort of ruin you had found in the Feywild. It's strange because the Feywild itself, being so interconnected with time itself, with space and time being one and the same and often conflated, it's rare you find old buildings, but you found a really, really old structure. You're in sort of what's almost like what are those not an observatory, but it's like it's where you go and you sit and they have the stars projected above you. Where it's like, it's not like you're actually looking at the sky, but they have like the map of the sky above you. That's kind of where you are. And in the center, you can see this sort of glass dome, and you can hear it's almost like as if you can hear some muffled conversation within it, and some like scratching sounds. You can see bits of the stained glass have been cracked and shattered, the center of which has a depiction of a golden sun and a silvery moon made out of the stained glass. At the center of this dome, which is divided into 12 pieces, aligning almost with a clock. What do you two look like? I won't put either of you on the spot, but whoever wants to go first can.
Timbit's just a short gnome, dark hair and bright, big blue eyes. He's very sort of spastic in his movements and just seems very overly joyous and doesn't seem to care much about his appearance. He's wearing clothes that don't really match so well, but he doesn't seem to care at all. He's just very excited to be where he's at right now and find something new that looks this cool to him.
And Cardamom, what do you look like?
Hey, I have to learn to take the mute button off. Cardamom she's got the, I always use this reference, like the Hallow horns from Dragon Age. They're like big and twisted and all gnarly looking. But she has dark fur that she and Timbit must make a pair because she also doesn't really care what she looks like. But if it's shiny, she's like a little bird. If it's shiny, she's like, I need jewelry. I need jewelry right now. I need it. I don't care how rusty or nasty it is. I just want it because it's pretty. So she's wearing all this mismatched stuff. She's probably tried to like dye her fur a few times and that hasn't worked. So there's like weird bleach spots. Yeah, she's a mess.
Oh, I feel that. Oh, I feel that. So as you're looking around, as you're both sort of looking for interesting shiny things, do you want? You can roll me either a perception or investigation check, whichever you would prefer. Also, it's called a planetarium. Thank you, chat.
Yeah. Oh, I'm.
Ignore the multiple rules.
Wow, bad at both of these. Okay. 14.
Okay, so let's see. On a 14, you we'll start with we'll go with lower. So 14, you can get a little bit of like the bits of shattered glass that you could see lying around. They're kind of sharp and a little bit dull and dusty, but if you shine them up, you can definitely make like bubbles or jewels out of them. There isn't anything magical about them or anything particularly like wow, but they're very pretty and they're very, very shiny and they're very colorful. On an 18, we'll go with the first one you did. You also find those same baubles. You can also see sort of within like this dome, you can catch out of the corner of your eye like this, almost like a flare, like a brief flashes in some of the cracks and the crevices in this dome. Almost like that, like how Mercury looks, that like so like metallic liquidy form, but a iridescent blue just sort of flashing here and there. You can feel like a hum from it, like that sort of hum that almost vibrates your rib cage and your bones with that sort of latent energy, and you can see that sort of twinkle from the depths of this sort of dome.
Cardamom, look at this. Have you seen anything like this before?
Is it glass? Because that's what I've got.
I think so. I don't know. It makes me feel cool.
Like you want to dance?
Yeah,
Baby?
like I want to dance.
Like you want to dance?
Like I want to dance.
Okay.
Cardamom, if when Timbit points it out, you too can see that sort of same metallic bluish liquid sort of seeping from some of the cracks of this dome.
Ooh.
And you can also start to feel, as soon as it's pointed out, you're like, yeah, I feel that hum. It feels really good.
So, I don't know. It's like a big snow globe. Should we break it?
I don't know if I want to break something this pretty. I don't even know who owns it or who built it or what it was here for or what the purpose of it is. I don't know. I feel like breaking it is wrong.
If they left it, fair game.
That is the rule of the Feywild.
I mean, I trust your judgment. I'll follow.
Oh no. That's probably a bad idea. That usually gets me in trouble, but it's still fun. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna stand there and stare at it.
Okay. Timbit, were you gonna do something?
Yeah, Timbit, his eyes get real big and he just kind of slowly starts to creep down and he wants to touch one of the glowing blue lights.
Okay. Let me look up something real quick as I remember what this is. It's been a couple weeks. Yes. Roll me just a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, forgiveness. How do I do that?
Okay, so if you see on your Roll20 character sheet,
Yes.
there's a little box that says saving throws. If you click the thing that says Constitution, it should automatically roll.
Yes.
Yay! Okay, on an 18, you sort of you put your finger in this bluish liquid, and it feels like static electricity just sort of like goes up, like up your arm, down your back. You can feel like all the hairs on your body just sort of vroom up. It doesn't hurt you, but it just like it gives you that sort of rush, and you can feel like, even though you may not be the most experienced with magic, you can tell that's like raw magical energy.
Cardamom, I don't know what this is, but I think it's magic. I just felt this super cool tingle just go all through me.
You look like an angry cat.
I turned into a cat?
No, would you look like one with when their hair goes and then kind of?
Oh yeah, your hair is full. Poof. You are full puffball.
I don't care about that. That's fine. Try it. It's super cool.
Oh, last time I put my finger in something that was bad, and I'll touch it.
Okay, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm a bard.
Whoever just made the vote a tie in chat, you chaotic energy person, you.
Yes. Sorry. Okay, on an 11, you also feel that sort of shock. Maybe it's because you have. Oh, okay. We'll go with the first one. We'll go with the 11. You feel that shock, and you can feel every inch of your fur just sort of up. You can feel that, like, those that rush, that tingle sort of go down your spine. It's you can almost feel Timbit, you can see Cardamom's eyes. For a moment they flash like bright blue. There's no pupils, there's no iris, it's just this blue energy. Cardamom, you're a bard, yes? Oh no, I think she froze.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's some powerful magic.
I know, it's powerful magic.
I think they did mention something about weather in their area or something, so.
Yeah, storm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, here too.
So,
I can tell you that the weird arcana that was voted for turned out to be Timbit getting the attracting cats thing.
we're about to get so many cats.
What was it tied with?
As we wait in suspense for what happens to Cardamom as they touch the
Luce
magic.
getting 2 reactions.
Ah, yes, that thing that I've definitely used every single time we play.
It was real close, real close. It's just, you just have really good reactions to the randomness. Anyways, let's go back to Friday. As you let this chaotic energy sort of envelop you, you start to glow. You glow that same sort of iridescent blue. And Timbit, as you're above in this, like looking at this dome, and you can see that sort of glow coming from within it. Deep, 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 deep within it. And Friday, as you sort of let this energy wrap around you and you let that glow sort of just envelop you, you technically cast fairy fire, but you can see, and Floosh, you can see this too, there are bits of energy that sort of, and almost like a Tesla coil sort of go and connect with the aura surrounding Friday. You can see bits of this sort of like stretching from the dome at the top of the ceiling all the way down to the ground where Friday is. Like that one of those balls where you put like your finger on it and you can see all the lightning come to it. That's what it looks like on Friday.
So I just fairy fired myself?
Yes, you just fairy fired yourself.
Talk about painting a target. I'm going to try doing a little jump to see if I can fly.
Roll me. You know, we can use athletics. Roll me athletics. This is a jump.
I'm trying to fly magically. I mean, I could give you Don't get me wrong, I'm very good at athletics, but I could also just give you like a wisdom check if you like, or a charisma check.
I believe your class is a charisma caster, so if you would like, you can roll me a charisma check.
That's up to chaos. Flat 10.
Okay, on a 10, you sort of jump and you feel that sort of hum. You drop a little and then you slow down, and then you stop right like a few inches above the ground and you're hovering.
That's more success than I was expecting. So, concentrating face up.
Okay, roll me another charisma check.
Five.
Okay, so you are able to you think really hard. You think upward thoughts. And Felice, you can watch as the lightning sort of beneath Friday's feet, all these tendrils of energy sort of coalescing around her. You can see they almost start lifting her up. What you see, though, and what Friday doesn't see, is her eyes go completely blue. Friday, you blink, and your body continues flying upward. But Friday, when you open your eyes, you are floating, but you're not where you left. You failed your save pretty badly. Cardamom, just to catch you up, as you had disappeared, when you touched the magic, you got that shock. You're going to take... I rolled poorly. Take 1 point of lightning damage, but you will regain one, or you will get an extra first level spell slot you can use.
Ooh, okay, got it.
Floose, you essentially see Friday eyes go completely blue and get surrounded by this arcane energy. And Timbit and Cardamom, you can see something glowing deep within this stained glass. Something with that same blue energy just glowing brighter and brighter, and almost as if it's rising upward.
It's an oogie boogie. We need to maybe... No?
An oogie boogie? What's that?
Bad. I don't know.
Bad? But it looks so pretty. Maybe it's good.
That doesn't make any sense. Wait. Yes, it does. I don't know. I don't like it.
Hold on. I've got an idea. And he gets down and puts his face like to the glass. He's like, "Hello!"
Floose, from the distance, as if beyond a pane of glass, you hear a voice go, "Hello!"
Looking up at the glass and back at Friday, I look back at the glass. I fly up to the glass itself.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see what I have in my equipment bag before I try and do something else. Let's see here. I have a... I have a lamp. Can I use the lamp to bash the glass away?
You can certainly try. You will still have to roll an athletics check to see how hard you are able to yeet the lamp at the glass.
I realize I've never asked this before, but this lamp, is it like a lamp as we know it, or like an Aladdin's lamp? Like, what kind of lamp is this?
Is it like a house lamp where it's got a lampshade?
A lamp that's covered in dust, because I've never used it up until this point.
Is it funny that I have a lamp that I can bring in as a prop, just like across the room?
I feel that's more indicative of your chosen career path.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna roll an acrobatic to see how well I can kind of like just this lamp.
Do you warn the people on the other side of the glass, or do you just throw the lamp?
I'm not throwing the lamp. I'm literally just like swinging it.
Do you warn the people on the other side of the glass, or do you swing the lamp?
I don't know them.
Okay, cool. Just keeping that in mind.
I'm gonna aim at a pane of glass not underneath people.
Okay.
26. 26 is when I rolled 26 to do something stupid. Okay.
Yeah. So,
D&D.
Timbit, you have your face pressed up against the glass, and it's quiet for a moment. And then all of a sudden, a pane and a half over to you, you see the butt of a lamp just through. Glass sprays everywhere. You don't get hit because it was a 26, and it was really good. But you do see like this massive spray of colored glass. Cardamom, see a lot more shinies you can pick up. And you can also see that both of you can now see very clearly that glowing blue in the center.
Oogie boogie!
You also see a pink Aarakocra. Luce, what do you look like as you sort of poke your head through the broken glass?
So real quick, how big of an opening did I make?
I will say on a 26, you made an opening big enough for you to fit through without risking cutting yourself.
Okay, because I was about to say, if I made an opening just big enough for my head, I'm not going to put my head through an opening of sharpened glass. But no, they see this Aarakocra just going, ah! Ah! Air! And Floos looks like a very large pink dove wearing a very blue hat and coat with some ragged trousers and vest. You hear a bunch of metal jangling as he gets himself up and out of from beneath the dome. And underneath his coat, you can see, underneath one of his coat flaps, you can see 4 trumpets.
It's a bird with trumpets.
You know I can hear you, yeah?
Ah!
I'm sorry, was me talking the more surprising thing of anything going on right now in your lives? The bird talking?
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never met a
Okay.
talking bird before.
Sure. One moment. Looking down below. Hey, Friday.
Yep.
Are you done?
No.
You good?
I
Do you want some help?
I floated a little bit.
Friday, you hear Faloos's voice as if it's from 5,000 miles away. It's distant and it's like it's going through water.
Would it help if I threw down some rope for you to climb?
I'm not sure I'm where you left me.
Where are you?
Where am I?
I'm looking at Friday, right?
Yes, Friday physically is there. You can see her rising upward. Friday is a lot higher than what she says she is when she says, I just floated a little bit above the ground. She's consistently rising and rising
I thought
and
when
rising.
I thought when I opened my eyes, I wasn't where I thought I was.
Oh, when you open your eyes, your physical body is still there. When you open your eyes, you are incorporeal. This looks like the place you'd left, but different. It looks as if hasn't been ruined. You can see your body and it's floating with that blue sheen, very translucent almost.
Blues, I'm in the dream. I'm in the dream.
You're in the what?
The dream with the kids.
Sure. I'm gonna toss you some rope, okay?
Friday, you do not see any rope get tossed toward you.
I look over at Cardamom and Timbit. Do you two have any rope?
No. Nope. Sorry.
Because I would really appreciate if either of you had some rope right now. Because I just made a sort of guarantee of rope, despite the fact that I currently have 0 feet of rope.
I do have a little bit of rope. And I go through my little bag and then I pull it out and I'm just like, see? It's rope.
I look down. All right, so the rope plan's been changed a little bit. So tell me about this dream you're having apparently with the kids.
No, I'm like this place is like it's not broken like the place in the dream.
Uh-huh. Friday, I need you to get up here now. Can you focus on the task at hand? Like real hard. Like the amount of energy you put into being frustrated at how the Feywild works, I need you to put towards getting up here. Can you do that?
Yeah, she's gonna try and channel as much frustration as she can. Hey, Encounter Roleplay, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in.
Hey, Encounter. Thank you.
Just real hard concentrating.
Okay. Roll me another charisma check.
Oh boy.
You wanted this.
You asked for this face.
Okay, on a 16, you sort of scrunch up your face and you try, and you can feel for a moment that floatiness sort of disappears. You sort of feel yourself get back into your corporeal body. You can open up your eyes, and that blue light sort of statics and flickers, and you can see hovering above you Floos and two newcomers being like, okay, we're gonna toss you some rope. And as you throw the rope down, I'm assuming you do, unless there was something else you wanted to do before you toss the rope.
He pulled out rope. I'm assuming you have like a foot length of rope.
Like 50 feet? Like, you know, the standard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, from this, I assume that you pulled out like 1 or 2 feet of rope.
Same.
And I was like, I can't be mad because that's funny.
Oh, it can be 1 and 2 feet of rope if you want it to be. I will allow that narrative flair if you want it to be, because it is pretty funny.
I'm kind of down with that.
All right. You pull out 2 feet of rope.
And I'm so proud of it, though.
I'm really proud of it.
Good job. Good job.
What happened to the other 48 feet?
Did you feed it to that crocodile one time?
Do you know crocodiles that eat rope?
They do in the Feywild.
I've never met a crocodile.
Oh, you didn't feed it to the crocodile.
No. And he looks through his bag to make sure that like he didn't just misplace 48 extra feet of rope somewhere.
You find it in inch segments all throughout your bag.
I look for a vine or something.
Okay, roll me a... You can do
So
let's
on
investigation
TikTok
or
now.
nature.
Oh, wow. The same really bad number. Okay. Don't know what that is. Oh, that's a natural 1.
Okay. Because this is a critical failure. Cardamom, how does this go wrong? Describe to me how you fail your search for rope.
He
in
would
an epic fashion.
absolutely get stuck in whatever she was trying to pull down. Like her horns would get stuck and she'd just wind up kind of like off the ground, futilely trying to swing back down and not working.
So you do find some like vines sort of hanging from like the ceiling of the ruins, and you can see the twilight sky sort of sparkling above you. You try and pull some down, and your horns get stuck, and then you just sort of boing, you just sort of boing it, boing it, boing it, boing it, boing.
I look at Timbit. So it seems like you have your own Friday. Ha, I'm Floos.
Hi, I'm Timbit. And then I stick out my hand.
I stick out my claw and shake your hand.
Thanks.
Tell you what, why don't I go help out your friend? Can you try and help out mine?
How do I know I can trust you? Are you a friend?
I mean, if I wanted to, I would have pushed you down the pit. So
I guess-
friendly
I
at
gue-
least.
I guess that makes sense. I'll try to help your friend.
Sure. I'm going to fly over to Cardamom and try and lift her up to release the tension from her
Okay.
horns.
We'll go to that in a bit. Timbit, do you throw down your 2 feet of rope to Friday?
I get on my stomach and like crawl to the opening, and then I throw down the 2 feet of rope that I have, and then I just kind of yell like, "How's it going?"
Friday, you can see it's almost as if the two images are laid on top of each other. You see the memory, the whole, the uncrumbled area, like the throne room, and the banner's still the same, the stained glass above you still whole, and then it flickers and you can see the ruins and this shadow of 2 feet of rope just dangling above you?
It's going well. Can I reach the rope?
No, it's 2 feet of rope.
I'm gonna try just swim flapping. Like not quite flapping, not quite swimming, just like a vague combination of the two, trying to get higher.
This is going to work. I just want you to roll a charisma to see how well it works. And also to see if you possibly get a nat 1.
Charisma?
Yes, spellcasting. Okay. Cool. So here's what happens. You started doing that flapping, and you can sort of feel your body alternate between that almost static charged physical form and that almost ghostly light incorporeal form, and you're able to start swimming. Timbit, this half-orc barbarian, actually, what does Timbit see amidst the crackling light?
Well,
Friday, what do you look like?
So I kind of look like a fury of magic. Like my hair is literally smoking and on fire. I guess my eyes are blue now.
They're blue with no pupilluses, but they're sort of flickering in and out.
Yeah, I base this on the spells that most get procced when I roll on the roll table, and they were fire, darkness, and lightning damage, with some faint cackling coming from somewhere. So that's kind of the ensemble that you see below you. Is perhaps my skin is getting even more, maybe like veins of lightning. I'm already tattooed with like golden tattoos all over my body.
Yep.
So like they're flaring, my hair's on fire, there's like blue going off with sparks and stuff, and I think I'm probably actually laughing because this is working, so that mad cackle is happening or something.
And Friday, you're moving, and you look down, and for a brief moment you see like faintly those memories sort of play out again. You see the 2 children playing, you see the 2 women fighting, you see bits and pieces in between, you see as you're sort of flowing up, and as a natural 20, almost as if it's a part of the magic that's sort of propelling you up, you see a lot of these images as they sort of cycle through time. One sister sort of starts to leave. You can see the one with always with the moon sort of on the moon embroidered on her clothes. She's always the one sort of down here, and throughout time she sort of starts ending up being more and more alone until it culminates in that last scene you had witnessed earlier, last session, the 2 fighting, and you can see that. And Timbit, you see this absolute ball of furious magical energy go up and up and up and up and just absolutely rocket past you through the remains of this glass dome. The rope you're holding gets singed by some of the lightning as Friday just absolutely catapults out, and then you snap back to your body and you sort of land on the edge of what was once a stained glass dome, now completely shattered.
We're going for a storm landing as well. Storm style landing. Yeah.
Yeah. You could feel the magic sort of. Do you want the magic to recede, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, I don't want to like rage for a whole session. So yeah, I'll let the magic calm down.
Okay, and as that magic, you can see it, Timbit, as you can see the magic sort of that bluish coloring just almost drip and drain off this figure. And what is left, Friday? What do you look like when you're not raging?
I'm a half orc. I stand 6'2" in heels. I have golden plate armor on. Looks very much like a Legionnaire's dress. If any of your characters have been to Ravnica, they might recognize the uniform of the Azorius Guard. The skin revealed is like a pale sort of grey color. Strong jaw, strong features, long dark braids bound, dreads bound with a simple cord. And bedecked in weapons. I have like I'm currently sporting like a cannon handbag.
A casual cannon handbag.
A casual cannon handbag and a halberd across my back.
I wanted to throw this out here. I'm like a 6 foot tall pink pigeon, and you're the weird one.
Yeah.
When the 6 foot tall pig pigeon who screams into trumpets for a living is the normal one.
What do you mean for a living? It's for fun.
Okay. Yeah, Timbit, you are putting out your 2 feet of rope, which I think now is about 1 foot, considering it's been burnt off by magic.
Sad, but he kind of wraps it. He's like, it's okay. And then I just walk up to Friday and go, I'm Timbit. I gave you the rope that got you out of the hole.
Oh, awesome. And she'll take your hand and shake it firmly. Strong handshake.
Of course, I guess it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's loose, okay?
Pan 2, Floose and Cardamom. Tangled in vines. Floose.
She's just decided this is where she needs to be. She's like, I'm good. This is fine.
So, Cardamom is swinging from her horns.
Mhm.
Floose, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and lift her to get rid of the tension of the vine to try and get her out of the tangled mess.
Okay. What skill would you like to use?
I'm gonna do acrobatics.
Okay.
Just kind of lifting her and then using my free hands to try and free the vines off.
Okay. You do have talons, wings, and cans, so yeah.
Yeah. 17. Yeah, I went through the first half of playing in this game thinking that I only had 4 limbs, and now that I have 6, the possibilities are infinite.
Okay, on a 17, you are successful. Cardamom, you are still able to sort of swing from these vines, but Floose is able to sort of, through a mix of detangling and sort of cutting some of these vines, you are able to pull them. So it's not like tugging on your horns, and you're not gonna, Acme catapult away.
Good. Just watch the hooves. They're kicky. They have a mind of their own.
Why would you give awakened sentience to your hooves?
Oh, I didn't. They just have a mind of their own.
Were they forcefully made to be awoken? That seems pretty inconvenient and kind of a dick move.
I don't know. You'd have to ask my mom. Don't know.
This conversation is interrupted by a crackling beam of blue lightning as Friday out of the pit and lands.
I'm paying it no mind whatsoever.
Okay. It's just happening in the background, out of
Yeah.
focus.
This is Friday for me.
Friday, you look and see Floose hovering next to a satyr trapped in vines. Except not really trapped, just sort of chilling.
Hey, Friday.
Hey, Floose. Timbit, are you the Floose in this partnership?
and I kind of look at Cardamom and I'm like, I guess I don't really know what that means, but
Me either.
so yes.
Which
Great.
one of you is more stringent about rules?
There are rules?
Neither of us.
Good news. They're both the floos in this situation.
Don't ask who wears the pants, ask who's the Friday and who's the Floose.
Don't ask who wears the pants. Ask who stole right leg and who stole left leg.
Oh, God. Anyways, yeah. So you see, so you're able to walk over. Timbit, as you sort of look up and see Cardamom floating in the, or not floating, swinging from the vines, you feel something sort of rub against your leg.
Mm.
It's got 4 legs, and it's kind of fluffy. It looks as almost as bits of it are made of maybe like wood or some other like parts of it are fur, but other parts of it look as if they're either mechanical or wood based. And it's got a feline head, but you can't see the tail. Or you can't see the end. You can see the body, and it goes and it's long and it goes and it goes and it goes. You can't see the butt.
How long is this body without a butt?
I have to look. It's Let's say it's a solid 6 feet long.
It's longer than I am. Okay, so I just sort of, Timbit, I crouch down and I'm like, hello, and who are you?
And just sort of nuzzles its head against you.
I pet it. I'm like, Cardamom, this is a day of making new friends. This is so cool.
Oh, I want that friend. You're fine, Birdman, but I want that friend.
I like all of them so far. But
First off, I didn't say we were friends. I was helping you from hanging until you starved. So you're welcome for that. Second off, what? Looking at the cat, just what?
It's like a cat went through a taffy stretcher and just like you took the cat and it became 6 feet long. You can see it's winding in between Timbit's legs, and it has made a full figure 8, and there is still body left.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I think it likes me.
That's one way of putting it.
Mm-hmm. Floos is looking at this thing and crouches down and goes, do you have a name?
It does have a collar on it.
I reach for the collar.
Wait, can this thing? Oh, yeah, no, I just had to look up what this thing can and can't speak. It does have a collar on it.
I don't like how you said that.
Don't worry about it, it's fine. It's just a cat.
Do you have a name? Do you have an owner?
It sort of looks at you, sort of tilts its head. You can see it does have a collar. It looks like a really, really old collar with like a rusted tag. On one side of the tag is that sun and moon symbol. On the other side is a name. You read Sylvan, right?
Yes.
It's Fuzzball.
I'm going to say this in Sylvan. Is your literal name Fuzzball? So you can understand Sylvan? Can you speak any languages? I see. I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
How about now? Is this better?
So, fun fact, this technically isn't... Is Speak with Animals just with beasts? Or is it everything?
Well, we're about to find out with some hint of regret.
And that is downside up.
Communicate with beasts.
Okay. This thing just sort of... You know what? Because I will say... Well, it'll work. This isn't a beast,
let me
but
suffer.
it'll work.
Let me suffer.
Okay, so you can talk with animals. You hear a lot of noise from like the surrounding bits of this ruin. You can hear like some like flies sort of on the vines going,
Wow, that was really bright. Yeah, it was really bright, wasn't it?
you can hear some squirrels just sort of chittering away in the corner. You hear nothing from this cat. It just sort of looks at you and blinks.
I'm gonna guess that you're not an animal, are you? You could have told me that ahead of time.
It gives you a look of like, no, I couldn't.
Give me that look. I will toss you down a pit if you give me that kind of lip again.
This cat will move its butt over to you and swat you with its tail.
I don't like the idea of this cat's locomotion just being two endpoints that move around with the middle section ragdolling behind it. That is
it has muscular
fear.
control. It can just move its butt. So it does.
That is a Junji Ito plot line right there. I will see that in some ring shit.
You can Timbit, you can feel this sort of fuzzy log curl and sort of it is doing the cat thing of rubbing up against you like you're mine now. But it's like a figure 8 of cat around your legs.
I see it. I saw it like growl. So I'm just gonna like on my 4'5" gnome try to pick it up as much as I can and see if I can like cuddle it. Like, it's okay, buddy. You're with friends now.
Where in the long cat do you pick it up? Where in the 6 feet do you pick it up? Do you pick it
Gonna
up towards the
try.
head?
Yeah, toward its
Okay.
head area. If
Roll
I
me
can.
an animal handling check.
What's that one meme? I can't hold all these limes. I can't hold all this cat.
I want to see how well you pick up a cat. Okay. So, you do pick up the cat. And the cat just continues to slink down and just keep moving. You keep picking up cat. It's like, oh god, I can't hold all this cat. And it just sort of keeps going and going out of your arms.
I'm gonna roll a nature check to identify this cat. This is
Okay.
another session.
Friday, Cardamom, what are y'all doing as this
I don't know
cat
what this cat
happens?
is.
Well, it's
I don't
an
know what it is.
unnaturally long cat.
Or
Yep.
it's as long as a cat actually is.
You don't know that.
Friday's
Exactly.
100% just staring at this whole scene unfolding. Like, Bruce is talking to a cat. Timbit's cuddling a cat.
You can understand what Floos was saying to the cat, and you can see the cat nodding and stuff because you understand Sylvan.
True. True. But they're still talking to a cat. And I've seen, I mean, I suppose it's a Feywild cat. That could have been some
This
kind
is not the weirdest thing you've seen, Friday, because I have been there the entire time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just on the, it's one of the more like, not necessarily weird, but one of the more like, I don't know. It's not computing well with Friday. She's just gonna head over towards Cardamom now and be like, hi, I'm Friday.
Hi. Hi. Wow, you're big.
Thank you.
Armor's it's very shiny. It's very cool. It's a good job. He's trying to pick up a cat.
Yes.
I don't know where you came from.
Is that a cat? Would you call that a cat? Do cats look like that where you're from?
It's Feywild. Everything looks weird. Well, it's normal to me, but everyone else says it's weird. I'm just gonna watch Timbit try to pick up the cat and laugh.
I'm gonna dig from my pack. If I've got any rations that resemble popcorn or crisps, I'm gonna get them out and like offer them openly to Cardamom as we watch this unfold.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Cardamom, roll me a nature check.
There we go.
The weird magic
Oh,
that
a
was
3.
that was one. It was by the way, Timbit gets a bunch of cats. So just so for full transparency, that's what won. On a 3, okay. As you quietly munch on some chips, Cardamom, you see something in the vines possibly move?
Ah. Oogie boogie! Point.
And you see bits of this greenery sort of shift, and you can see like 2 leaves just sort of bloop, bloop, open up to reveal eyes. Very cat-like eyes. 1 gold, 1 silver.
Not Oogie boogie. I don't know.
What is
I'm
all
very
this-
frustrated.
Oogie Boogie, are you looking for someone? Have you lost someone?
No, Oogie boogie is the word for Oogie boogie for bad things.
And you can see quietly as this. It's smaller. It is normal proportioned. It sort of looks like a cat. If a cat was entirely made out of vines.
Can I see what she's pointing at?
Yeah, everyone can see what's going on. Timbit is still going through 6 feet of cat.
I look at this new cat. Can you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying this in Sylvan.
Hold on, I gotta go look up.
Oh, I know what you're looking at.
This cat.
Not this specific cat, but where you're looking at that cat. Where you're seeing
Yeah.
this cat.
I know. This cat cannot understand.
Is it a beast?
Is it a beast? No, it's not. You're mouthing words, but I can't hear you, and I feel like that's for the better.
I'm gonna go up to this cat and go to pick it up.
Okay, you pick up the vine cat.
I'm just looking at it up in front of me. Are you gonna try and kill me?
It blinks at you.
All right. I hand it off to Cardamom.
I will say, as you lift it up, you do see a collar around this one's neck too.
I look at the collar.
It has that same symbol, a sun and a moon on it, and from your angle, Friday and Cardamom, you can also see this collar. And on the flip side, in sort of very rusted over Sylvan, is Prickly.
I see. Cardamom, this is Prickly. Prickly, this is Cardamom. Only one can understand me. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Oh no, kitty friend!
I
carry
hand
this
over. Yeah. I
cat.
call out to Fuzzball. Fuzzball, are you two lost?
You see Fuzzball, who Timbit, you have caught the cat right at its hind legs. So you've got its butt. You've got the rest of the cat sort of still like wiggling and sort of it's like on the ground, like half flipped over, and it sort of like flips and looks over at you, Floos.
Are you two lost right now? One round for yes, 2 rounds for no. Are you two lost? All right. Do you want to return home?
Looks over at Prickly.
Do you want help going back home? Do you know which way to go home? All right. So, do you two want to help our new friends get back home?
Timbit, you still have a butt of a cat.
That sounds like a curse.
Love to. Its tail's like.
Oh yeah, no, its tail is full, like, all up in your business.
They're my friends. I gotta help them.
That they are. Well, I'm proud to work alongside you with this cat return quest. This is no stranger than what I usually do.
Friday, Fuzzball, the long cat, after rolling around on the ground a little bit, has flipped over and maneuvered its long body over to you, and is now rubbing the first 2 feet of its torso up against your legs.
You know, I'm enjoying this. I pull another piece of rations out of my...
And just sort of, you can see it sort of purrs up against you.
Oh no! Oh no! Friday knows. No, she's worked the streets. She knows what. You give them one scritch and that's it. They won't leave you alone. She's not falling for it.
It flips over, looks at you, with the first part of its belly exposed.
Hey, it twists like a...
Yes.
I don't like that.
It's a
I think
6 foot
the only
long
people who like
cat,
this-
man.
Only people who like these cats are the two holding them. That's why they're holding them.
This cat just sort of like twists like a pool noodle and looks up at you.
Likes you.
They always do. It seems to be a thing. Like, if you want cats to like you, they hate you. If you're not really bothered, they're like, I love you forever. I never get it.
I love cats and they all love me. See?
Hill sort of swats you in the nose.
Yes, quite.
Friday, as this cat flips over, you can see that collar and you can see the sun and moon symbol around its neck.
Oh, it's got the important sign on it.
Like cat royalty or something?
We have royal cat friends?
That's
kind
amazing.
of. It's not royalty. It is a royal symbol, though. This could be one of the numbers. Oh, by the way, we're here to fix time. Time's very broken. We're fixing it. These cats are what? Would you say 6 feet long? Maybe they're number 6. Have I already fixed the number 6? It's just 11
You have
and 1.
already fixed the number 6. This cat is 6. The one cat is 6 feet long. The other is a completely normal sized cat, except it's made out of plant.
Oh, okay.
I've
the
read a
way.
lot of books. I've never heard of time being broken.
It's new.
Oh.
Welcome to a brand new experience where you are, in fact, dealing directly with the world being askew right now.
Ooh.
Someone roll me a perception check.
Congratulations. 8.
Okay, cool. So, Floos, you feel something sort of brush up against your leg, and you're like, it's probably the wind.
There's no way there's a third cat.
So, sorry. Friday. As you're sort of scritching this cat, you on a 22, you see a couple things. You see, firstly, a very, 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 very small puffball? You mostly see it because it's about the size of 12, who is looking up at it. And it's sort of running up against Floos's leg. Sort of like trying to nip at some of like the leg feathers. It is about... It's about this big. It is bright red. And it's got 2 very long ram horns sticking out of its head. And you can see it sort of at 12, who sort of looks at it and then and then this small cat sort of continues nipping at at Floos's feathers.
Oh, now that is more my speed. I'm gonna head towards the ram-horned cat.
Okay. It looks at you and goes. Roll me an intimidation check to intimidate
Hell yeah.
the cat. The cat looks at you, and if the puffball could get any smaller, it does. You see 12 walk over, and sort of, if 12 had feathers, it would puff up like, like, you know, that my friend's cooler than you, very pompously. But, I mean, 12's a mechanical bird, so.
Yeah. I'm gonna just, like, take one of the horns and pick the cat up.
Do you, like, dangle it by the horn?
No, I'm gonna
Or do
pick
you set it
pick up and,
down?
like, yeah, pick it up and, like, take it, like, in my arms. I'm just gonna assume it's like a goat. That you can direct it with the horns.
Sure, okay, yeah, you pick up the horned cat. This cat also, it's very small. It fits in your palm. Bright red fur with like a sort of a soot-colored belly. Absolute fluff ball. With like, you can see it also has a collar. This one looks like it's been singed a little bit. It's got that same symbol. And on the back it has a name if you care to read it.
Yeah, go on.
Wait. No. This is, Hellfire.
I've got my one.
Fantastic. Y'all have cats. Let's try and get them back to the home.
Please don't tempt me to give you another cat.
If 4th cat appears, I'm dunking it.
That's rude. Can this cat talk? No, it can't talk. But it does look at you as though it understands what you're saying.
Which one does?
Hellfire.
Oh, you can understand me, can't you? Can you speak?
It looks at you like, no, duh.
Don't give me that look. I'm sorry, have you seen yourself? Have you seen Prickly? Have you seen... Oh God, that's my laugh now. Cats. You are not on to attitude with me. Y'all are strange and acceptable here, but I'm allowed to ask just to make sure. I'm not gonna be rude and assume you can't speak back to me.
Hellfire gives you judgmental cat eyes.
If you don't put that look away, I'm gonna play you something real bad.
I'm gonna scritch Hellfire in like the way that parents embarrass kids.
Sorry, what?
I'm gonna scritch Hellfire in like the same way that parents embarrass kids. So like it's trying to be all tough, and I'm just gonna be like,
Roll me an animal handling. Timbit, you've got Fuzzball, who has departed from Friday, seeing Friday is occupied with another one of its brethren, and is sort of curled around you. Whether or not you're holding its butt still is up to you.
I think I'm still trying.
Okay.
As much as my gnomish form can keep up with it.
It's more like the cat is holding you at this point with how much it has looped itself around you.
Yeah.
And Cardamom, what are you doing with Prickly?
Heading and saying, "Would you like me to play a song for you? I can play a song for you, and we can have a party." And just like la 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 motor mouth.
Luce looks up. Do you play an instrument?
Several. Hi.
What instruments do you play?
Pan flute, flute. I sing. I dance. I recite poetry. Tibbet says it's real bad. I'll try anything once.
How bad is your poetry?
Real bad.
Oh, that's excellent. I can play a terrible, terrible trumpet.
Yay! We should have a party.
Oh, I meant that. Well, I do say that we should try and get these cats back home first.
Prickly,
Okay.
by the way, cannot understand a word you say. So they just kind of look up at you with these big, big eyes and sort of blink out of sync. Blunk, 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 blunk.
You're the prettiest kitty. And I just
On an 18 animal handling, this small angry ball of fluff just melts into sort of, and it just becomes a cute ball of fluff with horns. And also square pupil dies, like a goat.
Oh, yeah, cool. That makes total sense. I'm gonna sit it on my shoulder next to 12. Like, 12, watch this one.
This feels really weird to ask. Roll me an insight check on the bird.
I'm insightful.
12 looks very uncomfortable, but also looks like this is familiar in a uncomfortable way.
Hey, that makes me think it's 6 again because it's on the opposite side of the clock. What numbers do I have left to fix?
11 and 1.
Floos.
Yeah.
There might be another 8 cats.
You say these things as if I'm going to approve what you're saying.
No, not necessarily approve. I'm just thinking that we may also not be able to dunk them because we may need 11 of them to fix time.
Tim, it kind of holds up his hands like, wait.
We
Royal cats and they fix time?
we just went through the underground, a place where I am not comfortable, and now we're going to have to deal with more cats, a factor which I can't stress this enough, vastly uncomfortable with.
Why
Is
would
that
you
what
be
you're telling me?
uncomfortable?
Going to let you think on that for a moment,
I
as to why myself, a bird, would be uncomfortable around cats.
You're like 6 feet tall. I mean, sure, that cat's 6 feet long, but it's not proportionate.
Fuzzball purrs. Timbit, you can feel it vibrate all around you.
I don't know if you've noticed, but the Feywild likes to play tricks on you. Likes to do a little joke every now and then. I don't like being around cats and their jokes.
That's fair.
Now, these three, so far, we should try and find where they're from, return them home. That might lead us to one of the two numbers we have left. Is that an okay plan with you?
That's good with me. It's good with everyone else.
Everyone roll me a perception check.
Oh boy. I see nothing.
I see something.
Okay, God, okay. You see nothing.
Oh, no.
Scrat, how does this go wrong?
I have a fuzzball. Probably like falls off or something, and I'm 100% catching it.
Okay, you do catch Buzzball. What is that a gnome and a cat?
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm so happy. It's Timbit wrapped in cat. Fuzzball you can see 12 just sort of snaps at Hellfire. And Hellfire just tumbles from your shoulder.
Oh, yeah, I'll just...
And as you catch Fuzzball, everyone else sort of sees, as you sort of are looking in the ruins of this planetarium, and you can see, like, through the cracks, you can see one feline head, really, really massive. You know, like 6 feet, just the head, sort of poke up. See, it's these two big, long ears and these big eyes, one gold and one silver, sort of blink at you. Cardamom, you see from where you're holding Prickly, in like in sort of the remains of this window, you see another head sort of move again, really massive. Same thing, one golden eye, one silver, big ear to sort of look at you. Floos, from where you're complaining, you feel something above you. You feel something drip onto your head, and you look up and you see another cat head, 6 feet large, 6 feet wide in its sort of birth, and it's connected, a thick muscular neck. And you can see as you look up and you follow that, the other two heads are also connected to its body.
I'm gonna look at Friday.
Friday's busy. Friday's looking at Fuzzball. Friday's looking at Hellfire.
Friday? Hey, Friday.
Yes?
Friday, look over here, please.
Hang on. I'm like putting the thing back on my shoulder. Where am I looking?
Bit important now. I point at the cat head above me. That's 6 feet wide. What did I say about cats and their tricks?
3 cat heads.
What did I say about cats and their tricks? What did I say about cats and their tricks?
See, but look, they like you. They're like smiling.
And this cat sort of growls, a very deep baritone growl, and you can hear
purring.
How many of you speak? What languages do Timbit and Cardamom speak?
Just Common and Sylvan.
Okay. Timbit, you are muted, and I cannot.
Common, Gnomish, and Elven.
Okay. Then I think this cat speaks Common. You could see it sort of open one of its big mouths in a big cat yawn. Well, hello. It's so nice to meet you.
See, Floos, you were trying to speak to them. Sorry.
That is where we're going to take our break.
Ah! Is this better or worse than egg?
Somehow the egg is worse because the egg built anticipation. It was a terror of the unknown. With this, I know it's a cat hydra. I don't like.
Hey, it's only got 3 heads. It's not a cat hydra.
Well,
so it's 1/3 of the abomination of a hydra, but cat themed.
I would give you its name, but I don't know if I want to spoil it or if we want to end break on its name.
No, let's just go to break.
Okay, Okay, everyone. So we're going to take 5 minutes. We're going to grab drinks, grab bios, do all of that good stuff. We recommend that you do the same. If you've been with us since the beginning, especially, stretch out a little bit. We've been playing for an hour and a half, believe it or not. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Catch you in a bit. Oh, and check out this thing from our sponsors.
It's gonna be loud!
Oh no, Jimmy! Heckna's after us! What are we gonna do? Sword beats face! Ha! Looks like you really lost your edge, huh? Huh? God, I'm funny. So, I guess weapons don't... Weapons don't work! Hey, why aren't you laughing? Oh, I know. Let me hit you with the punchline! Wait, my animated spell cards! They can save us! Well, jeepers, Jane. Blast him! Avada Kedavra! Right in the funny bone. Bleh. I really don't like that guy. We did it! Yeah! Defeat your greatest foes with the most powerful spells. Animated spells are back, with level 6 to 9. Each spell card features 8 frames of looping animation that makes the spell come to life, and contains all the spell details on the back. And for the first time, you can divine with a fully animated tarot card deck. Will you read Fortune or Folly? Jane! Heckna's reforming! Not on my watch! Meteor swarm! Go to animatedspells.com and back the Kickstarter today.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic break. We certainly did. I fetched a floof for the floof adventure. But let's hand straight back over to Mackenzie as this one fights me even now.
All right, so you look up and see this three-headed cat. It's massive. It's taller than the building itself, just sort of leering over you. Very much sleek, silvery fur, almost colored like the twilight sky itself. And these eyes are sort of blinking at you as it sort of greens and purrs. And the way it purrs, you can feel it shake the ground itself. You can Prickly sort of cocks its head and then just sort of does that sort of slow blink up at this cat. You can swear it's almost recognition if the cat made any change in expression. Fuzzball, from where it has tangled around you, Timbit, you can see it sort of look up, sort of flick one of its ears, and sort of just and Hellfire from the little fuzzball on your shoulder. You can see it just sort of a very deep rumble comes from this tiny cat as it looks up at this giant, massive three-headed beast.
Welcome in, Virginia. Thank you for the raid.
Very nice to see you. As this cat looks through, as the center head looks directly down at you, Floos.
Do you have a name, and do you belong to the same person as these three others?
Yes, and technically, yes. Though belong is a very interesting term.
Sure. How many more of you are there?
There are a lot of us.
How many in total would you say?
I have lost count. It has been many years since we have been in the Royal Bestiary.
Do you need help getting back to the Royal Bestiary?
Depends, Floos. Do you remember the way?
The way you use my name like that, I'm a little uncomfortable how you know my name like that. I don't know your name. You fine feline.
Come on, Floos. Has it really been that long?
I need you to not do that to me right now.
And one of the heads sort of sinks down to look at you. Do you really not remember?
I think I remember a three-headed cat of your size and demeanor. You seem to be quite unique.
And then the third head that's not looking at you sort of looks up and looks and surveys the others. And who are your friends?
Well, this is Friday. I'm working with her to fix time. That there is Timbit. He is
Pleasure.
smitten and taken with
Fuzzball.
Fuzzball, sure.
We're best friends.
And that is Cardamom. She is currently enraptured with Prickly.
Prickly was always a funny one. Surprised you don't remember.
To be fair, when was the last time that we have spoken?
Ooh, that was time has broken, as you know. That is a interesting question that I cannot answer.
Sure. But I suppose the main question is, do y'all need help getting back to the old bestiary?
That would be appreciated. Has Hellfire enjoyed the shoulder of the Sovereign's Chosen?
The Sovereign's what
Look
now?
over.
The Sovereign's Chosen.
I
That
don't
is
think.
what those tattoos are.
Oh, really? You know know about that, please?
Do I look like I'm someone who knows things?
Well,
No.
sometimes you possess a knowledge.
A single knowledge. Yeah. Singular. Not multiple. You're asking too much of me right now. I can play the trumpet, and that is the extent of my knowledge. Most of the time.
That's fair. That's fair. I think from somewhere, Friday has produced a comb, and is combing Hellfire.
Okay. Sure. I'll allow it. Is this based on what's happening in real life right now?
Yes, totally. I don't often get to brush her, but right now she's really up for it.
Okay. This three-headed cat, one of its heads sort of turns over to you, and Tim, you can see, or you can feel Fuzzball sort of untangle itself from around you. It still sort of does the thing where it sort of circles you and does the rubbing up against you, but it has sort of untangled at least the first 3 feet of its body so that it can pad over to one of these heads that is sort of on the ground and sort of nuzzle up against it. The other 3 feet are still like around you. The tail is still sort of flicking your face. And this head sort of looks up. My friend says you have been very welcoming to him.
Oh yeah, he's been great so far. We're good friends.
That is very nice. We don't get a lot of visitors here.
You said there's a lot more cats though, right?
There were a long time ago.
What happened to him?
And you can see this head sort of looks up. Time was broken and a lot of things were lost.
Everybody keeps talking about this time being broken. I don't understand.
It was a very long... it was a different... You would not remember the Feywild as it was before. And no one
Probably not.
except that one, and you can see this head sort of arch and tilt towards Floos.
Well, these people said that they're trying to fix time. Would that bring them all back?
You can see all 3 of these heads sort of tilt upwards, and you can hear them purr, and you can feel the ground around you vibrate and shake as they purr. Perhaps.
Cardamom, we gotta help him fix time. We gotta bring the cats back.
Yeah, cat paradise. If Feywild was a cat paradise before, it needs to be a cat paradise again. I am okay with that, and I'm never letting this one go.
And you can hear this cat laugh. It's a very, very deep baritone laugh. And Floos, with the cat literally right above you, you can like almost like when you stand in front of like a subwoofer and you feel that like pulse of sound. That is what you feel behind you as this cat lets out a very deep chuckle. Yes. We can take you back to the bestiary's old grounds.
Great. That'll fix everything, right, guys?
It will fix most things, I believe, the Chosen. And our dear old friend, the bird, have a little bit more work to do.
Yes, but not a lot. Am I correct in thinking you're 11?
You are almost correct.
Are you a sum of ones?
Fliz, you were gonna say something?
Friday, can we establish that you don't jinx us?
Don't jinx us, what?
By saying that we don't have much work ahead of us, can you not jinx us, please?
We've only got 2 numbers left.
You're
We've only
doing
got
it
an episode
still.
and a half left. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You're jinxing us here. Let's just follow the giant cat. The giant three-headed cat.
Do you really not remember my name?
Do I look or sound like I remember your name?
Roll me a history check.
Cool. 16.
Okay. As you look up at this three-headed cat, it's like deja vu sort of hits the back of your brain. On a 16, you don't remember this cat, but you look at this cat and you go, I have seen this cat before. You can't place, you have that, it's almost as if it's on the tip of your tongue, that feeling of, I can place this, but I can't quite identify what it is or the words for it, but is a feeling of uncomfortable familiarity just sort of tickles the back of your brain.
Gotcha. So the cat's the tip of my tongue.
Cat
Are
got
you
your tongue?
saying, yeah, we're going for that dumb low-hanging fruit.
You hired me for a reason!
I know I did.
And you can see one cat, the one in front of Timbit and Cardamom sort of lowers its neck? Yeah, neck. And sort of crouches down and tilts its head as if gesturing for you to get on it.
Cardamom's just making random squeaking noises and is like, yes, 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 yes.
Sorry, I just saw Hildy saying hi in chat. Good. And then the other head sort of next to Friday sort of does the same thing, same motion of tilting.
Oh, I'll hop on.
Okay. I do want to ask, what's the brush update on Hellfire?
They've now got like a little quiff. Like I've
What's
combed it all over to one side.
Okay.
You know, like a quiff. Is that this can't be like an English word or something, surely?
No, I'm just an empty brain.
What word did you say?
Quiff.
That's
Okay.
so aggressively British.
That's
I've
yeah, it's very
I've
British.
never heard
Okay,
that
cool.
before.
It's not just me.
Nope.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Like a
It's like a piece of hair, right?
no, well, no, it's just like a little like you just brush it into like a little a quiff.
Did you just use the word in the definition of the word?
I know. I'm trying to think of what else I would do to describe this word. Yeah. Hang on. I'm gonna have to Google.
Listen, we got cats to deal with, man.
You're not just
So-
talking like comb over, are you?
No. Here we go. This copy image address. Put that in Twitch chat. No. Don't copy that and put that in Twitch chat. God damn it. I hate it when that happens.
I'm gonna delete your message real quick.
Copy image address. Go for.
There we go.
You can't delete
I
my
can't
messages.
delete them. Wow.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my god.
There's a quiff.
Yeah,
That's a quiff?
Yeah, like a little quiff.
No! No, you cannot say yeah like a little
This
quiff
is a quiff.
and have everyone else in this game go, no.
Scrat.
What? What would you call that haircut?
I haven't clicked it. I'm just looking at what you copy pasted into the Twitch chat. Of all the things to break us, of all the things that we've experienced together, you and I
So-
as friends,
What have I done?
what?
It is a quiff. I don't know what the quiff is, but okay.
Just a 200 plus character link.
Oh yeah. That.
It's beautiful. Anyways, this stream has literally devolved into herding cats.
Anyways, they're getting on top of the cat's back.
Yes, everyone is getting on the cat's back. Hellfire has a quiff, and now we all know what that means. Floos, what are you doing?
I'm gonna fly alongside the cat.
All right. As you all of you sort of climb up on this cat. I mean, it's got 3 heads, but it's got 1 cat body. It's almost as if it's a Perberus. And as you sort of climb on the spot, it's very, very soft. It's got, you can see it's that sort of silvery, almost purplish pinkish fur that's almost speckled with twilight. And it's the skin, the fur itself is very, very soft. As you sort of get into it, as you sort of knot your fingers into it, alongside your respective cat friends, and this cat starts pounding off. Can everyone make me dexterity saving throws? Except for Felice, because Felice, you're flying.
I mean, I could fly if I wanted to.
God, I love flying. It's been so useful.
It has.
I'm gonna miss
But then
it.
I put you in a cave for like 3 episodes, so.
I mean, before that it was fun.
Ouch. Okay.
I just meant the flying. Don't do this to me.
So, Timbit, maybe it's because you have a long cat wrapped around you. You're able to hold on to this cat real well as it sort of bounds along.
We are one.
You have become one with the long cat. Cardamom and Friday, though, as this cat is sort of bounding, you sort of try and grab on, but you start to slip a little. As you start to slide off. You don't completely fall off, but you are sliding. What do you do?
Panic. And then just try to like grab without pulling the hair because she's freaking out, worried that she's gonna hurt this big cat.
You do see Prickly sitting there, literally looking at you falling, and then just sort of slow blink down at you. If you want to try and climb, what skill would you like to use?
I have acrobatics.
Okay.
Decently at it.
You can use acrobatics then.
Sweet.
All right. What does this look like as you essentially acrobatic can swing your way back up onto this cat?
I think as ungloriously as she got stuck in the vine, she's going to try to save a little bit of face this time and just like, and just try to like 2-arm crawl her way up because her hooved feet aren't any use with that. So,
yeah, you sort of start slipping off, and you both of your hooves, or both of your, maybe it's because it's just like there's no friction between like your satyr fur and then this cat's fur, and you just slide off, but you're able to grab and just sort of flip back on, all the while Prickly is just sort of blinking and staring at you. You could see a tongue sort of like lash out and then lick its eyeball and then go back in.
you will tell this story later to all of your cat friends, and I will tell you the tune to sing it at.
It blinks at you. Its tongue sticks out and licks its other eyeball.
Fair.
Friday, you are also slipping from the back of the Perberus. What are you doing?
Would you like to be combed?
You are falling!
Yeah, priorities.
Okay, one cat head sort of turns back around and says, "Do you have a comb that is big enough?" As you are slowly sliding off the running cat.
I mean, I have a comb. I've never had a purpose for it before.
Roll me a persuasion. Okay. This cat sort of slows down a little bit. And then it just sort of, you see this one head sort of lean back and then like knock back against its shoulder to sort of bump you back on. All right, Chosen, you can brush away.
And I'm gonna attach the comb. Yeah, I must have some string in my backpack. I'm gonna wrap the comb.
You do have 1 foot of rope from Timbit.
No, I don't want rope, but it has to be string. It has to be small enough. I'm gonna like wrap
Rude.
wrap the comb around the end of Al, so it's sort of like a rake, and start raking the cat head.
Sure. Do you ask Al permission, or do you just do it?
I guess I ask Al permission. Al, can I use you as a rake?
What are you, like, raking?
Giant cat.
I mean, like, can I call the cat, bro?
Possibly.
Okay.
I'd check in first, though. It's quite big. Blue seems worried.
Al raises their voice, but you're the only one who can hear it, so it doesn't matter. It goes, yo, big cat, can I, like, call you bro? 'Cause Friday won't let me, and it's really harshing my vibe, yo.
I'll like attach. Once Al started talking, I'd have at least placed him on the head, so hopefully the cat can hear.
The cat purrs, and then you hear Al go, yeah, they said yeah, which is cool. They're like 3 bros in one. That's super cool.
Great. I attach the comb. Rake.
You can hear Al attempting to actually conversing with this cat. You cannot hear what the cat is saying, but you can hear Al actually talking. Like, yo, bro, what's up? How are you? This is cool. I've never done this before. This is awesome. Only you can hear this, Friday.
Gonna pretend I can't. Keep on raking.
Friday! Yo, this is so cool. Why don't you, like, do this more?
Dying inside a little bit, but we'll carry on raking.
Friday? Can you not hear me? Do I need to be louder? Yo, Friday!
I can hear you, Al. There just wasn't really any need to respond to that, I didn't think. You're having fun, I'm having fun, everyone's having fun.
Are you, like, actually having fun? Or are you, like, just saying that?
I'd be having a lot more fun if you weren't asking me if I was having fun. There's nothing that stops you having fun, like people asking you if you're having fun.
And, you know, this halberd lets out a very pensive sigh. I don't know if I can accurately represent a halberd sighing, but that's the sound that happens.
You saying it's a woodwind?
And you hold on and you keep running. And as you run, you can see, for the first time, I think maybe because you're really up high on this massive cat, about 15 feet up, and this cat is running, and you can see over the tops of some of these trees, you can see much of the Feywild. This cat almost like pounces and bounds across the area. You can see the sky itself. And Friday, you've seen the sky before, and you remember how it was when you had first emerged, and you can see those cracks, those shattered bits of it have been since reformed. You can see now where there were these massive gaps, almost like void-like holes in this twilight sky, is now covered in stars and beautiful pink and purple swirling clouds. Timbit and Cardamom, as you're sort of running, you can see bits of the Feywild you've explored before. You can see almost as if like a spine, this cat sort of bounding across these different ruins. All kind of have that same sort of look, and they have that same almost similar magical signature, that kind that made you hum and vibrate from the inside. And you can see as they bounce, you can see birds sort of soaring up along with each sort of bound. You can see that dust flying up, and that always that magical hum of energy. Friday, you can see as you look down from the sky places you recognize: the purple, the pink colors of the Rose Court where you rescued the children, the darker plains where Grandma 3 lives, and Floos, as you sort of fly along. It's that same feeling again, that feeling of deja vu, that feeling of I've been here before. And as you fly and you keep flying, and you see as this cat sort of bounds across this ruins like spines running across the horizon, it's again that familiarity, that warmth that sort of settles in your gut, that same feeling you get when you saw your lady. And now as you think about it, maybe you don't remember the last time you had seen her in person, but it's that same sort of feeling, that same sort of warmth and comfort. And as you sort of fly along these, and as the cat starts to slow down, you can see it sort of stop in a plaza, very similar to like what you had seen beneath ground, but now almost double as big and double as intricate. You could see the ruins of pillars. And Floos, as you sort of look on this, you have a flash of memory as you recall when your lady had first asked you to accompany Friday, and that shimmering image of a gazebo and a garden. Except this is real, and this is the remnants of it. And the cat sort of lowers down its 3 heads so you can all climb off.
That was fun.
Yeah, thank you.
That was amazing.
Best day ever.
Right. Friday, you hear softly in your head, "Aw, do we have to stop? I
Great,
like this
so,
one. But I like this one."
As people get off, and I'm assuming start to walk forward,
Uh-huh.
uh, I'm gonna hang back with the large Herberus.
Yes.
And I'm gonna whisper to it. I
Uh-huh.
can roll a stealth check if you want me to. Should I?
I will
To-
let you, because this would be in party rolling, this is up to you.
Oop.
Cool. Yeah.
So
you whisper.
As I start talking to it, my voice cracks. I don't really get control over it again. I ask the cat, "Do you remember who I am?"
And you see all 3 heads just sort of smile. That, God, it feels weird saying it, but a Cheshire cat smile. But there's 3 of them, and they all just sort of grin, and they all sort of just nod. I assume you do not remember.
Don't remember anything but Milady.
There were a lot of us. Keepers. Protectors. A lot of us forgot when the break happened.
I'm gonna catch up with the rest of the group.
The cat sort of nudges its head against you. I can take you to... Well, I will be taking that one at least, and one head tilts towards Friday. To the... back to her, and maybe you can remember a bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like what I should be doing.
And it sort of nods, and Floose, you can catch up with the rest of the group. On a natural 1 stealth, everyone heard that.
Luce, is everything okay?
I'm fine.
I mean, you know, I suppose you haven't really talked about your past much, and I just wondered if, the cat seemed to recognize you.
Not much to talk about.
Okay.
Saddest double entendre.
Hey, Paladin, could you maybe, I don't know, not?
I can't help.
And this cat sort of walks forward. I'm assuming, do Timbit and Cardamom, do you take Fuzzball and Prickly with? Do you hold them? How are you interacting with these cats?
I know that, like, I would try to keep the cat with me as much as I can, but if it clearly wants to be with the Kerberos, then I would let it go. But I'm all in if I can be.
Okay, yeah. We can go back to you. You hold the cat's legs are still on the ground. You just hold the middle of it.
Good.
You're all
I'm dead.
walking. You're just holding the middle of the cat as it's just walking normally.
Still super happy about it.
It's okay. You can feel it purring up against you, the little bit of trunk that you have. What about you and Prickly?
I'm gonna look at Prickly and go, okay, so you can ride up here. You can stay. But no matter what, and I point at Floose, I'm challenging that one to a bard off. So do what you want.
And Prickly looks at you and sticks one tongue out. Yeah, one tongue out, because apparently it has more.
I was gonna ask.
Whoops. It sticks one tongue out, tries to lick its nose, and then overshoots it.
I'm gonna call back outward because I assume that I heard her say that.
Yes.
You're gonna lose.
No, I won't.
You can pick up Prickly and put a Prickly on your head. Prickly does not resist because they are a cat made out of plants.
Heck yeah. Stick.
Its other tongue sticks out and licks its ear.
The image is just so good. It's so good.
Scrat, were you saying something? Because I saw your mouth moving, but I heard nothing.
No, it was all good that I was muted. It's actually a really good thing. If Hellfire hasn't made any move to get off my shoulder, Friday's gonna forget that it's there.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
I see everything.
Well, you also notice Hellfire's gone.
Oh.
As is 12.
Oh. I mean, 12 always turns up. These 12's missing.
Just. Where'd you last see 12?
On my shoulder.
On a 21, you can see 12 and... 12 is chasing Hellfire off in a direction. Almost as if, you can see it's like there are stagnant pools or fountains as you kind of walk along, and you can see these big concrete dividers that are so big they would serve as walkways. You can see cracked statues of elves and satyrs and gnomes and dwarves and humans and dryads all sort of standing around these fountains, and you can see this tiny puffball of Hellfire running along with a mechanical bird soaring over and not dive bombing it, but kind of close.
I don't like that. I guess I would shout, 12! 12, stop that!
Why?
Why are you chasing the cat?
I do not like this cat.
Why?
They are not a fun cat.
But you're being rude.
I just
12
bully
looks at
creatures because
you,
they're not fun.
squints. This is not a good cat.
I'm not a fan of so many cats either. You and I can relate on that fact, but stop antagonizing the cat that can eat you.
Oh god. The cat, this small tiny puffball, waddles over to you, Friday, and just sort of sits and looks up at you with big eyes. And 12 just lets out a very angry bad cat, bad cat.
Then don't look at it.
I'm gonna pick up Hellfire and sort of turn away from 12.
Here, Friday has the cat. You sit on my shoulder for the time being, all right?
You have the bigger cat. Looks at the Purpurus, who has not given you its name yet, but you know.
Well, I'm not carrying it.
It is looking at you.
I'm not carrying it.
But it is looking at you.
Yeah, the cat has big eyes. Has three
It
sets of
has
eyes. They're gonna be looking at a
6
lot of things.
eyes.
Get over here so we don't lose you somewhere.
Roll me an intimidation check. By the way, Hellfire is quietly cat whimpering
15.
into your shoulder. Friday. 12 sighs and flutters over to you. And you can continue walking along as this cat sort of goes along. Everyone roll me perception checks.
You keep asking for that thing I'm not good at.
Okay, cool. Oh! Oh! Oh!
There's a lot of green going on.
Yeah, on a 5 flus, you're too busy chastising 12 for being a dick, so you don't see anything. On a 10, Cardamom, you can feel a prickly sort of shift on your head, and you can see a couple more, cats? They look like cats, sort of. Maybe a little disproportionate in some places. One looks like it has no legs and is just sort of bouncing on its tail like a pogo stick. You can see a couple of them sort of pop up. You can see a couple of them, the one that looks like it's a pogo stick just sort of bounces over and nestles against the giant cats, the 3-headed cat's side. You can see a couple of small, oddly normal looking kittens sort of pop their head over, and a couple of them scuttle over. Friday, you can feel these kittens sort of run over between your legs. And Timbit, on natural 20, you see the kittens. You see so many kittens. You see a swarm of kittens. And they're heading for you.
I just open my arms like, come, my friends, this is the best day ever. I just fall down and lay there and wait for them to just like crawl all over me.
Okay, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, wrong one. There.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
You are...
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I use my reaction to spin fate and give him advantage?
Sure, go for it.
Yeah!
Roll again!
Wisdom. Yes.
Better?
Okay. So you feel these cats swarm you, and for a moment you can see like their eyes almost shift color. And you can see them moving almost as if they are a uniform mass. and you can feel this magic sort of wash over you. You are not charmed by the cat's adorableness, but you are very close to.
So I'm just
You're
happy
just-
that I'm swarmed
you're-
by a bunch of kitties.
You're just, yeah, there is no magical, that you are not magically charmed by the swarm of kitties,
Oh,
but
this is
you
great.
are.
You're all so cute.
They are all around you, swarming you. You can all see this tiny gnome get absolutely dwarfed by a literal swarm of cats.
Cardamom, this is so amazing.
It's your best life. Live it. Be part of it. And always follow your heart. I don't know. I'm really jealous.
A fist just shows up out of the cats and goes, got it.
I will say, Cardamom, the swarm is big enough for the two of you. If you would like to join.
Yeah. Because it's
Okay.
like a puppy pile, but it's cats.
Okay, also make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh no. I'm glad you didn't ask for strength. Okay. Fair enough.
So, Cardamom, you run and jump into this pile of cats, and you can feel them all sort of like nuzzling against you and crawling against you, sort of giving you the little kitty licks, and you feel so calm and peaceful, and you would let these cats could tell you to do stuff, and these cats seem so nice. And they all sort of look at you with these sort of shimmery, multicolored eyes. And you just feel like these cats are your friends, man. And you want to help them.
Never leaving. Y'all are on your own. Goodbye.
We gotta help them get back so all the cats can come back.
No, they're here now. They're here now.
Look, I was hoping we'd find some books or some great history things, but this is so much better. We gotta help them.
Who reads books? What's wrong with you?
I read books.
Shiny things and cats. What's the matter with you? My inner librarian's hurting right now, by the way.
Cardamom,
No, it reads
you
books.
see one of these cats stand on top of another cat. And it sort of goes, "Do you want to see the library? Does he want to see the library?"
Just
You don't hear it, Timbit. It's only Cardamom.
I could be real mean. That's not in her nature. Library cat.
You see this cat sort of look at you. Purr. We can
Timbit.
take you to the library if you want. We have friends there.
There's a library with cats in it. We need to go.
where did you hear about this?
Just point at the stack of cats. That one.
Then I just look at the cat, like, to see if it lets me know. Like, am I
It
blessed?
just sort of like... Look, you succeeded your wisdom saving throw. You're not going to hear the cats talk.
Of course not.
He can't hear us, says another cat, sort of nuzzling by your leg, Cardamom.
Go over to Timbit, put my hands on either side of his head and go, believe. Listen. Attune.
Friday.
Attune to the swarm of cats.
Felucia, do you enter the swarm of cats?
Absolutely fucking not.
Okay. Make me always... Okay. Just making sure.
I'm not approaching it. I'm not getting near it. If I think I'm at risk of it getting near me, I'm going up. I'm not going in the swarm of cats. How dare you ask me?
I was just wondering. I thought I heard you say that, and I was confused. So I
Nope. Never.
You know, Floos, if you were to enter the swarm of cats, then you could probably get them to like you young, and then you wouldn't have to worry about the next generation of cats hunting birds.
He's got a point.
Do you think I'm neutral good? Is that what you think I am? Because I'm not. I'm not altruistic. That
Cardamom, you
generation
hear
had
a
its
couple of
strife.
cats go, "We wouldn't eat him. He's a friend."
They won't eat you.
I don't believe that.
They told me.
You're a cat whisperer.
She's our friend. Timbit, you can't hear them, but you do hear Cardamom. You do hear all the cats around you go, "Yeah, she's our friend. Yeah, she's our friend. Yeah, she's our friend."
Yep, that's me. Cat whisper, cat piper. That's me.
Don't believe it for a second. Did I hear them talk about a library?
No, you did not hear you did not hear the
Right.
swarm of cats talk about the library. You heard Cardamom mention a library. Cardamom is also currently listening to the cats.
Look, I don't know what's going on. I've read a lot, and I'm here to find history and to help these cats, apparently. But hear me out. If there's a cat library, that sounds like both things, like cross-curricular, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a win.
2 birds with 1 stone. Oh, sorry, Flus.
Floos, I feel like 12 also looks at you like, "Et tu, Friday?"
Just both birds of the party just...
I realize you resemble that remark, but 2 birds in 1 bush.
I'm gonna look at Perberus. Do you have a library here?
That is where I was going to take you. I cannot run there because it is a bit of a squeeze for me.
Sure. Can you point me in the right direction while they deal with the cats?
We are all going to the library.
All right. Sure. Friday, we gotta have a talk about what phrases that you can and cannot say around me.
Sorry, Flus.
You will be.
Okay, so that happens.
So sorry.
Okay. This ended up literally being herding cats. So hold on. Cardamom, Timbit, are you following the swarmer cats?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I have to ask because this is possible, and I do want to know: are you crowd surfing the swarm of cats? Are you riding them as they move?
I mean, if Timbit can ride them or crowd surf, he will do that.
What about you, Cardamom? As you can also hear the cats.
I'm taking out my flute and I'm playing a jaunty tune.
Yes. The cats all sing, but they're cats, so it's not in tune. It's more like a caterwauling.
I don't know what it is about this session.
I'm so happy.
I bought this journal just to like draw the things that happen to me in the games I play.
So all the so I will say everyone does hear the cats singing because they're not like speaking, they're just being cats. So everyone hears Cardamom and the like swarm of many kittens start just screaming.
Oh dear.
Also, chat does ask, are you playing something from Cats, Cardamom?
Cardamom has no idea what that is.
It's
a
a
song
musical.
she wrote. Yeah, I know, but she doesn't know what it is.
Ah.
And she's playing something that she wrote. Yeah.
I don't know any songs from Cats other than Memory.
Nah,
I'm not gonna sing
That's
that.
because you have a blessed life, Mackenzie. Don't ruin that for yourself. Don't jinx it. You know who we
I'm-
hang out with on Saturday nights.
I do. I will say though, I'm not singing Memory in my caterwauling voice.
Go into the cat library, and we're gonna get real hairy. Go.
I'm gonna play my trumpet real badly.
Okay. How about Cardamom and Floos, because you're bards, roll me a performance check. Let's see how this goes. You can roll. Performance isn't necessarily how good it is, it's how well you achieve your desired effect. So if your desired effect is to play terribly, you can play really terribly. Cardamom, how would you like to play?
Very, very well, and like light little just like little marching music, just to the beat.
Oh my god, it's like
Beat to walk
it's like
to.
the video of all the cat, like the drumming cat, but like all the cats marching.
Yep.
Okay. Floos, roll me performance.
I play terribly. Dang it!
You play. Maybe it's because the caterwauling is out of tune, but you managed to accidentally harmonize.
I'm gonna use my advantage.
Are you using an advantage to
using
to get the 20?
Yes.
Okay. How would you like to play?
Just getting the trumpet out, just getting my beak ready, putting it up to my beak, and just long notes of just. And continuing on. So birds don't have lips, so they can't play a trumpet?
You do still have an ocarina shoved in your gullet somewhere.
No, it was just jammed up into my beak somewhere.
Oh,
I took
okay,
it
yeah,
out.
you did regurgitate that. I just have to
Yes.
clarify.
In
Scrat, are you
case you have
okay?
the question of how does Floos play the trumpet, the answer is he doesn't. It's a lie.
But he lies well. And you, behind you, as you scream into your trumpet, you hear all three cat heads make that same sort of. You hear that the three-headed cat make that same deep rumbly laugh, and one of the heads just sort of goes, "I missed that." The other two heads go, "Is there anything anyone else would like to do, or are we just riding the cats to the library?"
Going to the library. I've used the one advantage I had to do this terrible, terrible thing. Both to my party and to my future self.
Yeah. Brad, are you doing anything in particular?
No, Friday is just walking along.
Okay.
She'll offer if Hellfire wants to get down with the kittens, but she's not really interested in getting in the swarm.
Hellfire is satisfied living on your shoulder for now.
No, that's fair. I'm sort of treating it more like a troll doll, honestly, than.
It's like this cat has become from a cat to half a cat, half a goat to like 1/3 cat, 1/3 goat, and 1/3 troll doll. I just want you to know what you've done.
This is fine.
Okay, I do also want to ask, there is one thing Friday, I want Friday to... I would like you to have a perception check. You can either use the 19 from before or roll again. It is up to you.
Yeah, I'll roll again, why not? 9.
Okay.
Whoops.
So, look, Hellfire's being real cute, man. Sort of cuddling up against you. As you're walking along, you don't... It's hard to see, and it's a little... You kind of are distracted by the cute fluff ball with horns on your shoulder, but you do sort of catch something odd out of the corner of your eye as you're walking along, and you can see these buildings sort of rise upward. This looks familiar to you too. Same sort of clock tower structure, same very tall, very crooked castle. This looks like where you first showed up in the Feywild.
Uh-huh. 12, this is where we found you.
12 is over on Flush's shoulder and gives you the bird equivalent of a stink eye.
You found 12 here?
Yeah, right by the clock tower.
Strange. A bit strange.
Everyone else also roll me perception checks. Ooh, cardamom. Ooh, Floos. Well, everyone's really distracted by cats.
To be fair, this is par for the course.
Yeah. Yeah, no, y'all are real distracted as you walk in, and the swarm of cats in the front, and the big three-headed cat in the back. As you all sort of walk along, you can see these gardens that are really dilapidated. You can see like moss and algae sort of growing over these fountains and these really ruined statues. I will say, I will just give you this: you can catch, especially Cardamom and Timbit, because you're so used to looking for shinies. You can see bits of gilding on what are the remains of these statues, but you don't really catch any other details because cats. And Floos, you are yelling into a trumpet, and that is taking up all your attention. But you are able to follow the swarm and the Kerberos' guidance into the library. And I will say this much, Friday, you recognize you're a soldier. You know the scars of battle.
I'm a policeman. There's a big difference.
That's maybe not the greatest. You do recognize, as you sort of cross this courtyard and enter in.
I want to stop for a second.
Okay.
And this might get a little bit political.
Okay.
But in England, there is a huge difference between a police officer and a soldier. I know in the moment with the things going on in America, it doesn't look like that because everything's really militarized, but policeman does not equal soldier. Sure, I know how to use weapons, but she's more about persuasion, perception, investigation, detective. She's not very good at it, but that's where she's at.
Currently, the loadouts between soldiers and police officers are getting a little too Venn diagrammy similar.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I actually saw a proper police officer. We more often now have what are called police community support officers, who are just there to prevent crime by being around and are more likely to talk to people and get to know people. My cousin was one.
But anywho.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I just wanted to
Okay.
Just that. That's all.
Okay. So, you are a fighter, though.
I do know how to fight, yes.
Do know how to fight. And you have done a lot of training, and as you walk into this courtyard, you recognize these are the same scorch marks, same patterns, the same sort of divots in the ground from very, 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 very way back when you first came into the Feywild. You can see the scorched ruins of the lightning when you first summoned it. You could see the aura of necrosis from when you had fought the first entity that had appeared. This is where you started your journey.
I feel like we're coming full circle.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are just you, because you've been on this journey the longest.
Yeah, I guess me. This is where I started doing the time quest. This is where I got the watch. This is where I first wound back time, and coming back here feels strange. But good? But good.
So.
Timbit and Cardamom, you keep riding the swarm of cats as that happens, and they sort of lag behind. You pass through a doorway that looks like it's been broken and battered, and you turn a corner. This is a really dusty ruin. Again, it's really odd that you rarely see ruined places in the Feywild, but this is ancient, and you can see you enter into a library. Tall bookcases, almost as if they're spiraling upward into this musty, dust-filled room. And the swarm of cats sort of disperse They let you down. A couple of them crawl up onto bookcases. A couple of them nuzzle under desks. Several of them stick around Cardamom, and they're still sort of chatting.
Who are you? Where are you from? What's your name? Can we keep you? Are you our friend? Can you stay with us? We're very lonely.
Oh my gosh! I've become the mother of cats.
And you also see, as a couple of these cats disperse, you see a figure sort of standing, or not standing, but sort of sitting on a desk, sort of glowy, very translucent, almost like a hologram, sort of golden. A younger elven woman, long hair, sort of darker tan skin, sort of you can almost see like cracks in the hologram. And you can see an image of a sun sort of embroidered on her chest, and she sort of looks at you. Oh, I wasn't expecting new friends. Hi. Welcome to the library.
Hi.
Floose, Friday, you're not here yet.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi, I see you've met my friends.
Yeah. Friends.
They really like you.
I like them. Oh man.
We've been, it's been a bit hard sort of piecing things back together. But you're welcome to stay, I guess. Really, we don't get a lot of people.
Timbit's just like overwhelmed by this. Like the cats put him down. He was like, oh, and then he saw the books and just like froze. And then the elven woman. And so he just kind of looks and then was like, what is this place?
I suppose Royal Library would be the best way to put it. It's also where I used to keep a lot of my sister used to keep a lot of her cats. She had a lot of them. She was very fond of them.
Royal to who?
The sovereign, the queen, the royal family. Has it really been that long?
Look at Timbit.
And I will say at this point, Floose and Friday, you are entering. Friday, you see the image. This holographic woman looks almost exactly like Dodie, but older. And Floose, this is your lady.
Floose stands at the door before just looking up at Perberus, kind of confused. Is that real? No tricks?
It is a part of her.
Part? What do you mean part? That's her right there.
And as you look at her, you can see the crack sort of going across that holographic image. You can see it flicker. See it go back to Dodie, and then back to that older woman who is currently by Cardamom, and sort of waving Timbit over to some of the books, but definitely petting some of these cats.
Floose is gonna approach.
Friday, what are you doing? Friday, you are muted.
I'm gonna just kind of like watch Floose and just kind of be there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like when you're just kind of, you're there, just in case.
Okay, cool. Roll me a perception check. Or you can use your passive, actually.
Sure. Cool. I'm really good
And
at
here,
insight.
throw a disadvantage on it, because I have a stack.
Okay. 15.
What is this thing's... Okay. Cool. Cool. So you do notice this. Okay. We'll get to what you notice. So as you're watching, I'll say on a 15, you do feel something warm in your pocket. Friday, you feel
Warm in
something
my
your
pocket.
Yeah.
I have pockets?
I assumed you had pockets.
Okay.
Look, this is a fantasy world. Skirts can have pockets, and so I decree it.
Okay. I will put my hand in my pocket.
Let me have the scrap, please.
Yeah, sure. I'll put my hand in my pocket.
A realm of infinite possibility and magic and skirts that have pockets.
I'm wearing a skirt right now and it does not have pockets. Do you know how much it sucks? Look, okay.
I'm
Put
wearing
your hand in your
trousers.
pocket.
I'm wearing trousers right now that don't have pockets.
How do you live? How do you live?
That's honestly me most days.
Okay, we're not gonna get into this because we got 10 minutes left.
Sorry.
You put your hand in your pocket. It's the watch.
Oh.
I thought you took it off your wrist, so I thought it was in a pocket.
Yeah, I'll take it
I
from wherever I
assumed
store
it was somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
It's glowing.
I've got a
All
hot
of it is
pocket.
glowing. Oh my god, Scrat, I'm going to murder you.
I'm gonna thorn whip you IRL.
The watch is glowing.
Floos. Okay, so I know we did just get nat 20s. I feel bad because we did not get any combat today. So, Timbit, Cardamom, what do y'all want to do? Y'all got nat 20s. These will be the most successful things you can do.
She's
If you
looking
wanna-
for shiny. She's looking for shiny.
All right, on a nat 20.
Yeah,
If you would like to
yeah.
use your nat 20, you are gifted. Listening to the cats, you are able to listen, and they point you to all the shinies. And this was a royal library at one point. You find a ton of shinies. You find books that have gilding. You find books that have like pages that have that gold leaf sort of, like how old Bibles had like gold leaf on them, sort of like that sort of thing. You find in some of the desks, you find jewel encrusted. I just saw someone gifted a disadvantage to Scrat.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, you find
This is
jewel encrusted quills. You find jewel encrusted inkwells. You find jewel encrusted letter openers. You also find a couple things on a nat 20. You find what look like kids' toys. They look like they haven't been used in a while. And I think on a nat 20, you can sort of your discoveries are loud and excited and well known to everyone. You see a couple of things. You see a sketchbook that looks really old. It's got like some, you can tell it was owned by someone who was like royal, but at the same time it is battered and used. You can see in it are drawings of people. You can sort of flip through them, and this is a pretty big sketchbook, so a lot of everyone else can see this, including you, Friday. You can see drawings of like this really almost kindly like grandma figure, but with this massive hunched back. You can see a satyr like you, buried in tinkering tools, and you can see like as the bookmark, a little bird with a silver opal as its body. That looks very similar to the little bird that has been accompanying everyone this whole time.
Ooh. I just point at it. It's a thing. Hi.
Friday, you can definitely see that.
Hang on a minute.
Yes.
What context do we see 12 in?
12 is a little bookmark.
Oh.
You can also see in this drawing, in this sketchbook, that Cardamom is holding up a character who looks almost like Grandma 3.
Yeah.
A character who looks like the Tinkerer. You can see at the desk that Cardamom is at, you can see a couple of dolls. One looks like...
Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm
One
getting
looks
it. I just think Scrat isn't getting it.
These are all the characters that
I
you
know.
met along the way.
Yeah. I'm aware of what's going on. I'm just not. I've got all the pieces of the puzzle. They're just not forming a picture.
Look, we've got 5 minutes. You don't have to put the pictures together yet.
Okay. So
Timbit.
Friday is going to pull the same face she pulls every time she sees that important symbol that she can't quite remember why it's important.
Yeah, this feels on brand for you. Timbit, you have one nat 20 to spend. What would you like to use it for?
I want to find the most important historical documents and books and stories that I can find in
Awesome.
this place.
Okay, on a nat 20, you can. You find. This is, you know the scene from Beauty and the Beast where Belle just sort of slides along the bookcase?
Of course.
That is what this is. You slide along the bookcase and you're able to find all the books. You find books you've never seen before. And you're like, you know your history, you know your history books, you find stories you've never seen before. You find tales talking about what this place used to be, talking about a Fey sovereign who basked in sunlight and was powerful and almost terrible in her beauty, and the way she had a vanguard of keepers who she gave archfey power to in exchange for their services. You can read that in the corner of the book. You swear one of these keepers looks like Floos, but you keep flipping through the pages. You see a lot of stories of the Feywild, and you also start to see notes in the margins, in a very angry handwriting, very much including notes about another person, a sister, very angry about being forgotten, trying to write herself back into the story. You can see at the very back there is a sort of a note at the very end of this history book that describes wanting to get what she deserves and not caring what happens to her sister when she doesn't. And as you sort of pull back from that, you can see, as you look up from the book, and you can see sort of the drawing of what happened after. And you pull up and you can sort of see those same sort of scorch marks very faintly under the layer of dust in this library.
I'm just like a tear because I'm just so happy that I found all this. Speechless.
And the holographic figure sort of pats both Cardamom and Timbit on the shoulders, and walks over to Floos. So, it's been a while.
So you know who I am?
Part. And you can see her figure sort of flicker between your lady and Dodie.
It's like two memories squished on top of each other.
But she flickers back. I know what you're trying to do. And I know what she's trying to do. Points over at Friday.
What's gonna happen to you?
Well, my sister, and rightly so, may I add, broke me into pieces. Trapped me in the things I loved, playthings, and I deserved it. You've put almost all of them together now, except for one. Then I can come back and make up for what I did.
Where's the last piece?
Unfortunately, it's with my sister. And Friday,
Yes.
you feel hellfire from your shoulder leap and grab the watch from your hand and start running.
I'm thorn whipping a fucking cat.
I will say we have 1 minute. It's not gonna happen. You can follow this cat, though.
I'm chasing after this cat.
All right. Friday, are you also chasing after this cat?
Yeah, I need that watch.
You chase after this cat. You leave the library. You run back through the abandoned halls of this, what was once a palace. You run through this abandoned clock tower, shrouded in dust, and you see this cat drop the watch at the foot of someone who looks very similar to the woman in the library, except corporeal, clad in silver, with a shattered crown on her head. She picks up the watch. I really have to say, thank you. That is where we're going to end this episode of Downside Up.
I feel like I've been bamboozled, but I haven't figured it out yet. Dang. Everyone, we are running late, so we're going to do a super quick wrap up. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's do quick shout outs to our sponsors. Mage Hand Press, whom you've been watching for the last 3 hours. The Deck of Many, their Kickstarter ends tomorrow. Go and get in on it now. Hero Forge, minis in all sort of multi-hued magical combinations. Dungeon Fog, for all of your map making needs. And for Pride Month, Heartbeat Dice, with all of their Pride Dice. They also have a Kickstarter. Let's fly around super quick and say goodbye to everyone. Real quick wrap up, please, everyone. Let's start with Corey.
Corey, at Corey, this has been wonderful. I had a blast. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Next, we have Hallie, the DM.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And hey, if anyone wants to play some charity games, our group has slots open for stuff in July. So we'd love to have you come over with us.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and there's the Twitter there, so hit them up. Next, Paladin.
Hi there, I'm HT Paladin, and boy howdy, do I feel a little bit angry. Thank you to our guests for being here tonight, and throwing this over to the next person in line.
Hi, that would be me. I'm sorry. I feel like I need to apologize after this session. Anyways.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's just angry flus.
Oh, Angry Flus. Okay. Hi, I'm Mackenzie Lane D on Twitter. I do a bunch of stuff. Most recently, I did a collaboration with D&D Beyond and Riot Games / League of Legends. We have a cool product. It's free. Go check it out. It's on my Twitter. Go, 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 go. I'm really excited about it. I'm not going to stop talking about it for a while. Scrat, back to you.
See you later, everyone. We'll be back in around half an hour with our next show, Shards of Cerberus. Until next time, keep on evoking emotions. Black Lives Matter.